Life is a journey, and you've reached the destination.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another casting for the Lysander's Trials number 3. I'm your host, Sewlie, and I'm here with Wispsi. How you doing, my man?
Oh, I am great, and I am happy to be here.
As we are, we always love to have you on the stream with that. Gotta say, it's the accent, man. It just does it, you know, with the TCG and the accent and all the information you give us, the analytics. It's just wonderful. How's it been going for you this event as a player and as a caster?
I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun in the previous tournaments, and then this one as well. You can see that with the new restrictions, control kind of can come back into it a little bit, more even so than in the last ones. But you know, it's different. It's not the same dominating demogorgons and pyramid wardens you'd usually see in every deck. So yeah, it's been some of the deck building and choices have been a lot of fun to go through. As a player and a caster.
Yeah, definitely, and it's a lot of new interactions and old interactions coming back, and honestly surprising us across the board. And here we have these prizes for the tournament. They will be the same for the fourth one, but that main event, announcement coming soon. That's all I'm gonna say. There's gonna be an announcement, an update, I should say, on the main event. It's gonna be exciting. We've got a bunch of games to watch today. Would you mind listing them off for me? You can see them in the bottom right there, right?
Yes, yeah. We've got James versus Drixel up first.
That's James Bloom. You know him?
James Bloom?
Yeah, he does a lot of YouTube videos.
I don't know him personally.
Oh, you gotta see the videos. Very high quality production.
Nice. That's going to be good to see. I always love new content. Following that, we've got Chrissy CP versus Killua. Two names we've definitely seen in the past before.
Oh, yeah.
Then we've got Squid versus Tremolo. And, I mean, that should be a good match. And rounding it out, talking of good matches, we've got Clutch versus Mirage.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that one. And it's nice. We have shiny Clutch game, and then we have I don't want to say regular Clutch. That, I think, it takes away from just how good Clutch is as a player. I think it's just, what do we call him? Base rarity Clutch? Like, you know what it is? I think we should call him the like unforged Clutch because of how many gray cards he has on stream.
Oh, he really does, yeah. But no, it's both of these people at some point have been held up as kind of like some of the like best players in the game. So, oh my god, yeah, I'm looking forward to that a lot. Even if he's not that shiny.
Even if he's not that shiny, he's always given us great games. And chat, here's where you can win just by watching. The first 50 viewers to watch 3 cumulative hours across all 4 of the streams this week will get airdropped a safeguard. And I can actually see now the new bot is working, and it's gonna confirm if you get sent a card. It'll tell you in the chat, mean old zombie, you just got airdropped one. Very nice. And there's, I think, maybe 5 or 6 already total people who have gotten airdropped. Very nice to see indeed. Make sure you're linking up your profile. If you don't know, you can head to the website. You can type !rewards and head to that website. It updates every couple minutes. But if you're good with the profile, you're set. All you got to do is show up for these streams, which is fantastic. But now we can get into our first match. You can let us know your predictions. James versus Drixel. Now we've seen a lot of death first, and that's been CK's like go-to. He says death nature every time first.
Yeah, I even played death first most of my games so far in this one.
Yeah.
And it's not a god that I usually play that much, but when running into potential aggro, it can really hold its own. It's got a lot of sustain.
Yeah. Definitely. Chat, you can type your predictions. You know what? Let me get that pinned message up too.
Nature as well. They're both these gods that you do really well against certain types, but you feel like you can high roll your way through anything if you get the right kind of setup and cards. You don't feel like you've got you feel like if things go your way, you have a chance no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I think that's just a very nice comfort pick, especially when you don't know what you're going to queue into.
Yeah, I agree. All right, I'm just getting this message in the chat for you all. Okay, that looks good. All right, you can check the pin message if you want more information. There is that link that will update in pretty much real time. It does lag sometimes. Cornet is pumping? I mean, there's been a lot of Cornet talk, but... Oh yeah, I guess we can see it in this tournament. We haven't seen it yet, though.
Coronet?
Yeah. Because it wasn't allowed in the first two, but in this one it is.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't know, it can be fun. That can be a lot of fun. Although we do see in this one, like in terms of like magic and stuff, there's gonna be less of the combos that we saw, as you don't have things like Lost in the Depths to clear out your deck.
Alrighty, chat. Well, we can hop into this, and this first one is a two-hander. How lovely.
Starting it off with the two-hander this time. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, so this is the only round of 128 we're going to be watching, I believe, today. Yes, this is the only round of 128. Well, let's head into it. It's going to be James versus Drixel here. Game number 1. Oh, okay, let's get it going.
All right, that's looking aggressive right from the get-go on both of their ends. And you got to think, in such an aggressive matchup, the person who gets to move first often has a fair amount of advantage.
Alrighty, let's get into it. So we see Deception versus War.
Yeah, and we see Drixel. He does have 1 mana card, 2 mana card, 3 mana card. They got even a Call of Arms, which is quite unusual. But because they're blitz, he opts not to actually play them. And James has a lot of damage going for them, but no actual creatures themselves.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
this is a
they do have the
slow start.
They have the Umber Arrow, they have the Stone Skin, they have the Surprise Delivery. They can at least stop some oncoming trouble, and Drixel hasn't played anything yet here. Okay.
Yeah, they've got a great level of control and damage ready to go, but they don't have that much in the way of creatures to attack. Drixel's got tons of creatures, but he's hesitating to play them because he does not. They all have blitz. It's removal. Grendel's more expensive. The Devouring Blade, so he's got some control there as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't want to use that. That's. I wonder if we see Drixel actually use the Devouring Blade here.
Oh, and Yeah, I guess because if you kill off your Raid Reveler, it's not that bad.
You got a 2 in 3 chance of getting rid of a really annoying target. I mean, 6 damage. That's what you can see. He's hovering it. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, because if the Switch Duelist goes, that's gonna be 12 damage. Oh,
Exactly.
They don't.
It's a lot of damage to take.
Oh yeah, I mean, here comes 12 damage. Plus, now is I feel a nice time to throw the barrels as well.
Yeah, he can throw the barrels and he can stealth the Merrick back up again as well.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, it looks like we're gonna see him do just that.
So this is a potentially 18 damage turn here. Holy.
It's a really good start there for James, who came out with no creatures in the beginning.
They could just get they could get another set of barrels and that's it. Just hit with one, throw the barrels.
Yeah, really could be. And this Raid Reveler is just sticking to the board as well. And so even though it's burnt, it's not going to be able to actually, he can't play anything in its place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because the Switch Duelist only has that one tick of strength, which here it's not in their favor, but here it is. And another thing, that Devouring Blade play, I think that was definitely what Drixel needed, because with the barrels out, it makes it even worse. Oh, and look at this.
Yeah. The Savage Strike is not bad. It allows him to clear up his board a little bit, play something else out. It does also hasten the end of these barrels. They're now no longer blocking him.
Yeah.
It means he takes another 6 damage though.
I know, it's like you got rid of one, but you went one turn ahead on the timer, and now look, Shadow of Lethanon comes out and the Savage Strike, you kind of feel like that's a punish.
Oh, you really do.
So
he's got the Umber Arrow. He can take the Trial Spirit as well. For next turn.
Yeah. This is so good.
Yeah, so I also would shapeshift, probably just hitting the 3/6 to make sure he doesn't, or to make it unlikely for him to kill off the 2/4.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you have something to Umber Arrow. You could. Oh no, okay.
Yeah, no, I like putting the ticket damage because you're gonna take it, so you kind of want it to just hang out. They could swing now. They could swing that Trial Spirit into the Merrick, and now you've lost your Umber Arrow. But
I mean, swinging it into the Merrick is generally a decent idea. I mean, no matter what he does, it's
like the Devouring Blade now. Does it go?
It's his best chance. Was
no.
It? Oh.
No.
Crucial.
Oh no. Oh no. We'll see.
So it
heart.
probably didn't matter. It probably didn't matter because there was damage coming either way. He's got a big advantage, James, but that just hurts. That just hurts.
The pain felt across the world for Strixel there. You can't get past it with the randomness. It is what it is,
It's a 1 in 3, the odds were in his favor, but that never means that you're guaranteed what you want.
No.
Oh. He gave it a shot though. There wasn't really much more he could do. That was a lot of damage coming out from James really fast. He went from having nothing in his hand damage-wise to just like, what was it, in the space of 2 turns? He did 24 damage without issue.
Yeah.
Hidden Rush can really put the pressure on. And we saw Drixel went first there. But he was playing a little more controlly. He didn't put down the Axewoman at the beginning.
Yep.
Right. He could have got that early, like it's a 2. Okay, it's a 2/2. It's not exactly crazy, but it starts putting the pressure on. He could have started getting the damage out, maybe opened up opportunities, given perhaps James, made James clear. But instead he passed, and then he used Call to War. Was it the one that actually gives your war creatures health?
Yeah.
And that was just very slow against a very aggressive deck.
All right, just getting these matches loaded up.
Yeah, so James is now one with Hidden Rush. Will Drixel stay with War? James is gonna have to change.
Mm-hmm.
Does he also stay with a very aggressive option? Because these things can work. All you need is a little bit of luck, and you can just kill your opponent before they have a chance to do anything.
Oh, okay. Well, it seems Drixel didn't record their mulligan, so I'll have to time this right. But we can head on into game number 2 between James and Drixel. Let's see this. All right.
Yeah, and so that was one of the things with the two-hander there. We did get to see that Drixel did have options. He did have things he could play. He chose not to.
All right, let me just fix this real quick. There we go. All right, so we'll be able to see. Is this James on the bottom? Yeah.
Yep.
Gotta time this right. And it'll be good and synced up.
This is looking very aggressive indeed. He has gone with aggro war.
Mm-hmm.
Into magic. Now magic can struggle against this. They have removal, but with things like that woodcutter imp, he's going to be going straight for the face. They've got weapons. They've got protected, which can take a little extra removal as well.
Alrighty, here we go.
Drixel has a fairly heavy mulligan there. The Safeguard incantation is nice, not only because it can prevent damage to your face, but also because with the Leyhorde Hatchling in hand, it draws a card, like it replaces itself, so the Leyhorde Hatchling keeps on ticking down as far as that mana goes. It's not going to stay at 5.
Yeah. Yeah, and another thing about the Safeguard incantation, you can get it for free, Wispsi, by just watching this stream. You don't have to do anything other than link your public information. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. I know I've got a profile.
Did you think that this would ever be a thing? Like you could just watch the stream and get cards?
That's what dreams are made of, isn't it?
I think there's a song that goes something like that. But here we have James and that White for Guard. That's the card we airdropped last 2 tournaments. 100 of those went out. Did you get one of them?
I did indeed. Oh,
Nice.
Of course I was there for that. White Fire Guard's a really good card.
Mm-hmm.
James doesn't want to let up.
No.
Wow, City Planner. So Drixel's playing very, a heavy control magic, modified schematic as well. This is once again. Oh, that's not what you want. That deals 2 damage to your guard.
No. No. That works against the Safeguard. It works for James here. Definitely not what you want. And this Odie, probably not gonna survive, right? They could use.
Well,
no, actually.
How does Drixel kill it right now?
No, right. The Leyhorde is just not. Yeah, it's not low enough. No shot. I'm just so used to never being able to play an Audi against Magic, because they'd always just dies. Always just gets cleared.
Yeah, but he's control, and not only that, in this format as well, you don't have things like ancient texts, which are very versatile, very powerful, not always seen in control. Usually not seen that much in control, but they're the kind of things that can really just ruin an Audi, because it's god power.
Look at this.
God.
A 4-mana White Fur Guard. It's got protected, and it's looking so good.
So this one he actually can get rid of, but there's a good chance he just wants to Shape Blast the rest of the board right now.
Mm-hmm. But it does make that kind of awkward situation that if you use the Shape Blast, you're only dealing with half the board and you got no other mana. So you got to make a decision here. Is it worth it to get rid of that white for guard or the Shape Blast? They go with the Shape Blast. What are you thinking?
I mean, yeah, that's 7 damage right there. Is an Oddie as well, who is, yeah, it gets buffed.
Yeah,
oh my
that's so
God.
lucky. What was that, a 1 in 4?
Well, I think it doesn't buff dead creatures.
I've seen it buff itself when it dies. I think it,
If it's the last one left,
because
I
it's
think
damage, you know, it's when you get damaged. I'm pretty sure it does, and I think that was a 1 in 4 chance of it getting buffed.
Oh well, I mean that's just real unfortunate then, and now it's even harder for him to deal with. He's got a stash up, but he drew the tracking bolt. He's got the labeled hatchling as well.
Oh, all right, Funk. It was 100%. We can. Some people will live in that exciting moment I just made. It's fine.
Yeah, it's when they get damaged, but I think if the creatures are already dead, or we're going to die right then. Oh,
I feel like I've seen it. I feel like I've seen it die, and it buffs itself.
If it's the last one left.
No, like
perhaps.
there was something else, and it didn't get. You know what? I think I've just been playing too much war, and now making a shift to control nature with the coronet. It's been very fun.
Oh God, he just can't quite deal with any of these things fully. It's painful. It's painful. Control magic is not really what you want to be playing into aggro war. And if you are, I mean, Drixel would want to be drawing Guild Enforcers right now, and well, earlier on, it's things that can, be very tricky to actually get through and remove without Blades of the White Plane being available.
Yeah. Hey, I have a fan. A system is saying I'm right. I'm almost positive that it does buff. It buffs whatever's on the board.
I'm not 100% positive, so you might be right.
Okay, so I think the statistics work that I'm right in that. Like, I think the odds and the shifting of, gravity and all that stuff. Here we see the Tavern Brawler. Nice, because it won't die. And those 1/1s, easy clears. Or did they already use them? Oh, they did. They already used them.
He's playing a little risky in some respects, because the board now all has pretty much 1 health. Drixel did use 1 tracking bolt, but that means we know he's playing tracking bolt. And he could, theoretically tracking bolt into safeguard and ping and somehow grab the heal. And
unless he concedes. Unless he concedes.
27 health is just too much to get through. James just ran right through him there.
Didn't let you get to that point. Just like, Wispsi, it's done. It's done.
It was done. That was a far hope, and I don't think there was anything that he could have done after that. That would be the second safeguard used anyway. And the God Power, you just press it. It's doing damage. Just press it.
Just what did they call it? The skill button?
Yeah, the skill button.
The skill button. Very nice. Well, we just saw James take down Drixel 2-0. I'm always in favor of the 2-1s and the game 5s, but 2-0, you cannot complain. James showing that they can make the content and they can come into these tournaments and get the wins, and hopefully we'll be seeing them in the future ones as well. Up next, we've got Chrissy CP going up against Killua. Can you tell me anything about these two?
Yeah, so Chrissy CP, he's been making a bit of a run in some of the previous tournaments. Been doing well, definitely, and a player to watch. Killua as well. I haven't seen him in quite a while, but I used to play with Killua in some tournaments on a team, in fact, and definitely a really good player. Has really thinks through his turns. And so I'm excited to see who's actually going to come out of this. Because both of them have been in the tournament scene for quite a long time.
Definitely. Yeah, we've seen Chrissy CP, I feel like we've seen way more of Killua as of last year in those tournaments, but Chrissy in these Lysander's trials has been going to work Wispsi, making it far in the first and the second one as well. And also, they've been submitting content every single round. It's labeled correctly. I couldn't be happier as an organizer, and as a caster, I'm even happier.
Yeah, oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, without the people like submitting the content, then there is no content for us to be watching.
There is no. I can't cast a blank screen. You know. It is just that.
I agree with what you say on that. I know that Killua, I think, did very well in the old GG James Dub tournaments, as it did last year. In the GU Stakes Summer Series, he actually came first in Unistix's tournament.
Who?
The number
Killua?
7. Killua. Yeah.
Yes, that was the one.
Right.
So they have won a tournament. I think that might put them above Chrissy in the rankings. So does that make Chrissy here the underdog?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. As I said, I used to see Killua quite a lot and play with him, and you know, definitely a strong player. But I haven't seen that much of him lately, so it's good to see him coming back to these tournaments. But Chrissy, as you said, in these Lysander's trials, has really been making kind of a run for it. He's, you know, we've seen that improvement, definitely on the up, and oh god, we love the videos, so we can actually watch the journey as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I think this will be a battle of, you know, more of an OG versus, or I don't want to say OG, maybe Chrissy did come into the game before them, but more of a veteran, I should say, in tournaments versus someone who's maybe newer to having these runs, but they understand these new cards, these new sets, and we'll be able to see that just now. We're going to shrink you down and head into game number 1. It's going to be Chrissy CP versus Killua. Let's hide this. Nice.
Okay, deception versus deception, and they're both. It looks like they both might be playing control. Look at those god powers.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna grab my pillow.
Yeah, this could be a bit of a long one.
Okay.
Still, you know, Chrissy has an early curve hand here. They actually have the low mana creatures ready to go. Killer was just gathering cards. Oh, Chrissy really putting on the pressure here, getting that damage out there before Killua can start to make too much of a move.
Yeah. And
This could make a big
too.
difference.
I love seeing Ludia's Dedicant in with this god power. You get so much value out of it every time you use it.
You do. You get an absolute ton of cards, but we see that was a Stone Skin poison that wasn't Meteorite. So I think Killua actually gained that card themselves.
Oh, wait, that's so true. Because you can't have it unminted Stone Skin.
Right.
That is so much value. So much value.
It really is. It really is. And we see Chrissy actually not even going for the value of his God Power and Dedicant combined. That would have been 2 cards there for the price of 1.
Yeah, and it's going to die here, right? Oh, no, they got one more turn with it.
Yeah, so Killua doesn't actually have the Orpheo's Distraction card.
Oh. What are they taking?
Right. I guess you take Rapture Dance here.
Yeah.
That's his big clear. This is kind of what Chrissy was wanting to do though. Put out enough pressure that Cutthroat becomes a replacement right there for him. Cutthroat becomes a bit of a liability almost.
Put a creature to sleep? Wait, that's actually pretty nasty. I would honestly hold on to that.
Yeah, potentially it can be very nice. But I think here Chrissy just wants to put out as much damage and pressure as he can.
Okay.
Killua used the God Power, not the God Power, his Bag of Tricks already. So he's still a couple of turns off that Rapture Dance. And we can see Chrissy's already got him down to 16 health.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking like they throw out something big, you can stop it with a 1-drop. That's nice.
Oh, that's nice for Killua. Yeah, well, I think Chrissy was hoping to end it before that happened.
Yeah, but there was not really a chance based on what they drew.
Well, definitely not that much of a chance now that they've all
Mhm.
been put to sleep. But if they hadn't been put to sleep there, that would have been another like what 10 damage? Without
Yeah.
the Rune of Strength, Killua would have been on like 4 health with
4
an
health,
Umber
okay.
Arrow in Chrissy's hand. So if he hadn't slept them there, Killua would have probably been dead before they got a chance.
Oh, and look at this. The carriage coming out, but the stone skin getting drawn. Wow.
That's
Wow.
perfect.
And they get another one. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Both of them getting stone skins from the generate. And now, like you said, I mean, what you said that last turn, if they hadn't gotten slept, it would have been GG's already. But here now, they're on 3 healths, Wispsi, and I don't know how they get through this.
Well, we do know that Killua stole the Rapture Dance. So Killua can wipe this board, but it becomes very difficult for them to actually come back in time. He's got to stop all damage coming at him now. And with Umber Arrows there, as well as a Cutthroat Insight ready to go,
Yeah.
this leaves Chrissy in a very strong position. You know, he's definitely...
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so they can do that and they can steal it. But can they can't hit with it now, right? It's got order.
No, it's got order. Yeah, please don't take...
Oh my
wow.
gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding
That's
me?
value. That's value right there.
Oh my. Wait, so they got a stone skin? They got a shift? Are you... What?
They got every possible thing you could ask for right there, and not only that, this is now Umber Arrowable. So if they put down another front line, they can use that Stone Skin Poison to just order it, take this one away, and attack with it as well.
Oh my gosh, so much value. I mean, I guess it's what happens when you have these this mirror going on.
I mean, that's the thing, right? It's control deception.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, if only it made a difference at this point for him.
Yeah.
Umber Arrow secures that one for sure. This is the thing, they were both playing a control deck, but Chrissy really just got to put down all these low mana creatures and put on so much pressure that they never really entered into that late game control, you know, Cutthroat Insight off.
Yeah.
And that's what you gotta do sometimes. You know, he just went for it. It's like, no, we're not playing this as control. We're not playing the slow game.
Yeah.
Even though we're playing a slow deck, we're just gonna throw our hand on the board.
I like it, and it worked out for them. Chrissy CP taking game 1, and we're gonna head on into game number 2 between Chrissy and Killua. Let's go.
Let's go. Thankfully for Chrissy, Killua didn't have one
Ooh,
more
the
sleep.
Volcas! It's regen nature!
Wow. That's all in on regen nature. If Killua's playing control magic, though, this is in Killua's favor.
Wow, wow, wow. Someone asked on, when was it? It was the other day they asked about that, if someone would play it. How do you feel? Do you think it's strong?
I think it's one of so regen nature can be. I think the Volcas is one of those win more cards that often you play it when you're already quite ahead, and it can really seal the deal. But if you're behind, it's not so great. So playing to win here, Chrissy. Playing to win. And I mean, that's a pretty nice start. Getting the Badger out there, getting a little apple. They can take the bear as well. Now, does he attack first and get the extra damage?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. he's confused, but he's got to kill him as quickly as possible.
Right. Oh.
Killer doing a good job of controlling this, though. We're now on turn 4, and there's one apple. He's taken only 3 damage. Really, probably not what Chrissy was hoping for. Rhino, though. That's a lot of stats.
Yeah, Rhino has always been that kind of card that it fits, it works, it's got great stats, and here it dies. Oh wait, Keel was on GOAT? I didn't even know. You gotta let okay, if you're on a team and you're submitting videos, please let me know if you're on a team. I want you all to have that proud feeling when you're on the stream, your name's there, it's got your team. You gotta let me know, because there's so many, and people are shifting. I can never know. But yeah,
sure.
big shout out to GOAT. They've been really showing up in these tourneys. Very nice to see.
This is interesting. So Chrissy chooses to buff the Marshwalker. They could have buffed the Dagon, and Killer has just used both his Star Shard bolts now, which makes the Dagon very difficult to a lot more difficult to kill if he gets it to 5 health, like the Marshwalker is now.
Okay.
Oh, but that's a big wall.
That is a big wall. I mean, Green Giant will eventually help, but
Yeah. In the meantime, though, unfortunately, there's not a huge amount that Chrissy can do about it.
Well, next turn they'll be able to get rid of it, and Killua can't really get rid of this board here. Yeah, look, the draw coming out at 6 mana. I feel like it's kind of a weird spot for Magic there. What can they do at 6?
Yeah, I mean, he's the Unbound Flames is at 7, you're right, and the reduction, the Warp Engineers, you can't rely on them. They're Genesis, so he can't get that early Unbound Flames out at all. It looks like he's just gonna take out as much as he can, and well, Shape Blast doesn't really deal with it.
No, and I like the Wildfire here. You get value out of those 1/1s. You buff up these creatures. And it takes out the Labyrinth Guard in 1 hit.
That's right. That is the ultimate value there, that you actually only have to hit with the Green Giant. Also, it gives regen.
Oh, yes. And it's going to get buffed. It's just so good. So much value. Chris CCP is about that value, people.
This is serious value indeed. God, so Nature usually has a pretty... He didn't go face with the Dagon?
Did they not?
Or the Badger? No.
Wait. I think he's realizing it. Yeah, look.
So excited to take out the Labyrinth Guard that just forgets about the face.
Chrissy, how much damage is that? That's 7 damage. Missed out.
Would have been 5 damage, I think.
Oh, no.
He just summoned.
Oh, they summoned the... Oh, okay. So 5 damage. I mean, 5 damage when you're playing Magic, Wispsi, you need that. You're playing Nature, you need 5 face damage.
Yeah, that damage is important. I agree with you there. That damage is important. This is a tricky situation because now we're coming up to those Unbound Flames turns.
The wand comes out, and this, yeah, it's definitely wipeable. Although that,
well, it's...
oh wait, never mind. Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on. Let me not speak too soon. Holy. So
yeah, wipeable's a bit much, but he will be able to take out at least the Giant with that 10 damage, and the Nefarious Briar. It's a good job Chrissy didn't choose to, go really wide.
Yeah.
If you saw him hover the Blade Flies, that would have given a lot to Killua.
Sunbloom with the Lambasting Wand! Wow!
That's what you want to see.
Oh!
Now, just imagine if he had done 5 extra damage.
Wait, Killua didn't take the relic removal.
No.
They could have too.
No.
They've got so much favor.
Yeah, they got tons of favor. They got tons of favor. I guess they were worried about what was gonna show up next
Well,
after it.
I mean, if they had waited, it was GG's. It was 10 health on that giant. Like if they had chose the Doggin to kill instead.
Yeah, yeah. If they'd chosen the Dagon, it would have been over anyway.
Yeah.
This is really, yeah. Once again, just think, if only he could have got that extra 5 damage in with his attack, Killer would be on 2 health already.
Yeah. And I think this is GG's. Yeah, that's GG's.
Well, this. Oh wait, if he actually plays it.
No, that's
wow,
it.
Why would he play it?
Because.
All right, because he can attack anyway with the weapon. Yeah. He can
Okay,
attack
now
anyway
it's
with the
not.
weapon.
Yeah, now it's not GG's though.
Well.
Oh wait,
he
no, it
can
has
attack
Twin
with the
Strike.
weapon.
Oh, it has Twin
It's a
Strike. I
Twin
forgot. Oh no, there's no way. There's no way, and there it is.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Wow, that was Chrissy just. I mean, we saw Killua playing like control decks both times and just getting rushed down, even by a control deck themselves. Chrissy just brought like it all out right at the beginning and threw it at his face. Just like deal with this. Like by the time he actually got his options, by the time he actually got to start playing his control game, it was already over. Chrissy had such a huge health lead.
Yeah. Definitely, and it's a treat to watch. As always, thank you so much, Chrissy, for submitting those videos, and they're going to be getting some gods because of it. You get 2 gods for submitting VODs if they get streamed. If you and your opponent submit content, those rewards are doubled. So submit VODs, enter these free-to-enter tournaments. It's just so much value, as we keep saying, from all these events, these situations that we're seeing. And we just saw Chrissy take down Killua from GOAT, whew. And we were talking about it. Killua is, on the tournament scale, a better player. You look at the fact that they've won a tournament, that says a lot about someone. You can make it through a bracket, you can keep your nerves, you can choose the right decks. Maybe that's what Chrissy needed to then take down this tournament.
Yeah, Killua definitely not a stranger to the tournament scene. He's placed well before in the past. As I said, I played with him in a team tournament, and we went undefeated in that one. Killua at one point went through all 3 opponents by himself, and yeah, so definitely a good player who thinks it through. But Chrissy there just bringing everything he needed to the table.
Definitely, and we're gonna be able to see some more action in this next match. We're going to be seeing Squid against Tremolo. Now, Wispsi, is there any information you can give me on Tremolo?
Tremolo. I don't know a huge amount about Tremolo. Have you seen much of them yourself?
I'm asking you because I have not. And this makes it makes me curious, and it also makes me excited to see, because they're going up against Squid.
And there's a lot of information on Squid.
Oh yeah, can you tell me a little bit about our friend Squid?
Yeah, I mean, Squid right now, all-time earnings, he's number 7. He's placed first in more than one tournament, including a Year of the Gods.
Yes, sir.
By somebody we know quite well.
Yep.
He's also got a number of seconds. We saw him in the Play to Earn leagues. He came second in the Battle for the Light in the Americas region. Like, he has consistently been in like every tournament that I've ever seen, and placed well in a very large amount of them.
Yep.
So for Tremolo, who, as I said, I don't know. I've not really seen them or much about them at all. So this is definitely an uphill battle. I'm gonna see if it's gonna be if he's gonna be the dark horse of this tournament.
Definitely, and like you mentioned, Year of the Gods, that was the first tournament series I put on, and I feel like we've seen these stories develop, like Squid, like Clutch and other people, but especially Squid. They've been someone that we've talked about so many times. There was never a time where Squid wasn't showing up in the tournaments, where they were taking time off and not entering they've been in, I can't think of one they weren't in, like you said. So the experience, the tenacity, the hunger, I think
not just the tournaments.
Yeah, not
the streams.
Yeah, the streams.
Is
He's streaming too?
No, but like, is there ever
sorry.
a
If
stream
he's
where
in,
Squid's not in the chat?
Right. I thought you was like, wait, am I missing the Squid stream? Like, when's Squid stream? Squid. Gosh, I got Wispsi, I got Squid stream. I can't say these words, man.
That would be something. That would be something to watch. It'd be great if he did one day. But as far as like joining in the community, the Twitch community especially, and all the streams, he's there for every tournament. He's there for just like, yeah, he's constantly in Twitch chats, all the time. Not just in the tournaments, watching the game, playing the game. Like, put in the effort for sure, and it's paying off.
Yep, definitely, and we'll be able to see in these matches. Let's shrink y'all down and head in. We've got Squid going up against Tremolo. Alrighty.
Okay, so playing aggressive, but going second.
Yeah, not great.
No, as we said though, Magic can struggle. Tremolo playing Magic, it's a brave choice. If Squid was playing Nature, this would be, we saw Nature win against Magic last time, but that's definitely in Magic, like Control Magic's favor, as they get to wipe the board multiple times usually.
Yeah, but here, this is in our friend Shiny Clutch's favor, putting up 2 creatures that they're gonna have to deal with, and the Blizzard Bolt coming out for that. Doesn't feel good for Tremolo.
Not at all. A Battle Bard, that's a great top deck as well.
Oh, look at this. The board on turn 2. Now, maybe, just maybe, we'll see the interaction we spoke about and confirm. Because I know everyone's just waiting for it. Okay, ready? Is it going to buff itself? No.
No, but it does get that buff out there. There's a Worm Breath down, which is a big spell.
I think it does. I think it does do that interaction. And yeah, we see the Worm Breath. What does that... If you're on Squid's side, you see the Worm Breath. What are you thinking?
You're thinking that, 1, they've just used a really big spell that's not going to your face anytime soon, and 2, they have Worm Breath in their deck. So they're not necessarily big creature control. And yeah, I think you feel a lot safer playing something like the Guild Enforcer, because Worm Breaths are one of the ones that kind of get close there. With you only need 1 spell boost and your Worm Breath can kill it. Magnetic Blast.
Wow. Against the Guild Enforcer, that is clean.
Yeah, it's not a card that you see played all that often. The Guild Enforcers, now that with the restrictions coming out, there's no Blades of the White Plane, which was the mortal enemy for sure. So I expect to see a lot more Guild Enforcers in this tournament, because before the Blades came out, Guild Enforcers were really strong cards, great value.
Right.
And Magnetic Blast, Tremolo, I guess, expected to see them too.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen it. You see it because it is that board wide clear, and it works here. It works really nicely.
It is indeed. It's a good clear, but you'll see a lot of people favor the Shaped Blast over it, relying on things like the Unbound Flames as well.
Oh well, talk about Shaped Blast.
He's just got them all.
Yeah, I just it's not the greatest here because of that Blood Guard though. You kill 2, you get 2 back. And
and not just the Blood Guard, you've got the Guild Enforcer that's the front line, so it doesn't die.
Yep.
If he puts Protected on this.
Wispsi, actually, that Meteorite you just saw him play, he actually got that one last week during the streams. That very one. Yeah, it was that one. Yep.
I can believe that.
Okay. So, unannounced arrival. We haven't seen that card in a minute.
Exactly. Yeah, another card that we don't see anywhere near as frequently. You know, the magnetic blast in he's just got all this AoE, but it's unfortunately not only does Squid have a really nice start, but he does have that skill button as well. That's something you've always got to keep in mind. You know, the timer is on.
Yeah, and here has to use both creatures to get rid of this. It's not terrible, but now they've got nothing in hand, and that can get scary.
Yeah, so using both creatures is obviously painful. It sucks to have to happen. And Tremolo is probably pretty happy because that Spawn of Calorin, it's got good stats, but every time it attacks, it deals damage to itself.
Yeah, so there it just it did its job by being a big wall.
Exactly, and Tremolo didn't have to attack with it. Oh gosh, that's really nice. That's really nice.
Goes with the Odie. Interesting.
I think it's to just try and give a little bit of extra safety to the Bloodguard.
And because it's going to spawn out these 1/1s. So if we see another Shape Blast, that's pretty good for Tremolo. Oh, that's even better. Whoa.
That's perfect. That
is perfect.
That's just what he needed.
Okay. Now Tremolo, if they clear this, you got to think it's... I mean, okay, they're on 10 health, though. Clutch could just skill button their way to victory.
5 turns. 5 turns
so?
is what it's going to take. 5 more turns on top of this.
Right.
That's a big ask.
Yeah, like, can they make it? Here's 5 damage. Here's 6. You know they've got the spells. Oh, no! No, the concede from Squid. Tremolo taking game number 1.
Yeah, that was really, you know, he just AoE clear, front line. We said that he was getting low, but he managed to keep himself just out of range there. 5 turns, as we said. 5 turns is a lot of turns to actually be pressing that.
Definitely, and they weren't able to take it, but we'll see if they can come back. They've got to win this next one if they want to stay in this tournament. Tremolo just needs 1 more to take down, honestly, one of the toughest competitors they've probably ever faced.
Yeah, putting him right on the back foot immediately, getting a win in not the most favorable matchup. Wow, we see Squid once again going with that war, really rolling those dice and going second again.
Second twice with war. I mean,
it's
less
than ideal. It's less than ideal. But
Tremolo's playing nature, which this could be this could just be who gets the better board first.
Isn't Tremolo playing deception here?
Oh, sorry. I'm deception. Sorry.
Control deception as well. So once again, they don't have that much in the way of healing. They're gonna have to just start putting down front lines really early on to block the way. This definitely helps, though. They don't even have the Orpheus Deception God Power to help get rid of Protected or to help finish off creatures like a 2/4. And as we see this God Power, we think they're most likely not going to be Hidden Rush.
Right. Okay, Blaze 6 comes out.
Yeah, now does... Okay, Squid does choose to clear the board. Sensible. But War doesn't have that much that Tremolo's going to be looking for. There's a lot of bad drops in there.
Yeah, like one mana cards in War. What's good? You're just gonna get a lot of Battle Bards and what's it called? The Tartessians, maybe the Dutch Master, the Bull Blood Guard, but it's like okay.
There's a lot of cards that you don't ever see played that are 1 mana in War because they're just bad.
Whetstone. Whetstone on the Whetstone on a Shiv. That's actually nasty.
That would be pretty funny. For sure. But Yeah, odds are against him. Cunning Challenger. I like this card. You know, the Tempt Fate gives you free stuff. But being able to tempt fate every turn, that's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah.
Now, would you go for the overkill here? Because I like him playing it. Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Honestly, I like him playing it safe just to try, you know, this way he gets guaranteed value. The overkill is not necessarily going to be that useful, as it's only got 4 health. You'll get 1 attack out of it. It's not got tons of damage. Squid doesn't even attack with that weapon.
Right. So you can see here, Wispsi, I've got some of these 1-mana cards. Vicious Wren, not bad.
Yeah, Vicious Wren's not bad. The
Out of Its Misery.
Demoralize, deal 1 damage to each damaged creature. It's painful, more painful for you than for him. You got some weird weapons.
Yeah. Reckoning.
Like,
Pull a random relic from your deck. Yeah, there's not really
good, yeah,
anything.
that doesn't help. Like there are some okay options, but things like Enrage as well. You're dealing damage to your creatures, and Tremolo's got a lot of these like Blade Borrowers and, you know, 1 health creatures that he spams along with his front lines, which
Yeah.
you don't really want your front lines taking damage either.
And the Twin Strike coming in really nicely here.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good thing to get. You've got to be wary because the weapon on Tremolo does have flank.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. So maybe you throw that Trial Spirit to... Yeah, I like it. Oh, which one are you throwing it on? I'm throwing it on the 4/1.
Right.
That's interesting that the Shiv has flank. You know, that's one of the... I think that's one of the mechanics that you forget about. You know, you have the Shiv, and you might not remember something small like that.
Yeah, thankfully for Squid, he didn't forget about that. That could have been an easy clear on a potentially very annoying creature. If it gets another Tempt Fate, we've already seen he's going to spawn an Imp. That Twin Strike was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes
Doesn't
the
want to let...
strength. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to let Squid have that one, do you?
Ooh, okay. So trying to slow Squid down here by putting down... Oh, and look, there's that Impling that you talked about.
2 Implings coming out of that one now.
Oh, you're right, too, because they stack.
And Blade of Sticks is good here. He's been hanging on to this weapon for a long time. He can trade this in with a Trial Spirit. Squid's Shiny Clutch is actually getting a little bit low himself. Smart to also trade in this, the Warmongering Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Playing around Rapture Dance, which can come up next turn.
Yeah, Rapture Dance, and they could steal it. I don't think they would, but, you know, that's just one of the other options. You take away their option. I like that. When you have a 0 attack creature, I like getting rid of it. Wait. Did it?
He already attacked once.
He already attacked. Okay, I was like, wait, hold on a second.
Yeah, you can only attack the face once, even if you have Twin Strike.
Ooh, the counterfeit steals away the Blade of Sticks.
Does he have the Umber Arrow for the perfect trade?
Oh my gosh, he does. He's got the Umber.
He needed that. He needed that. Now they're actually very close on health. Look at them. They're so close on health here.
Ooh, another round.
They're less close on health.
Now they're just a bit more far apart. This is nice. On 8, they can Rune of Life.
Yeah, buffing up a Skulking Valkyrie as well. That's not a card that you want to have more stats than it already does.
Yeah.
Quite free with those buffs.
Oh, and yeah, if the Skulkin had come out, they would have been able to take it here, but using the bound on an Impling, not great for Tremolo.
See, you got Fox's Venture. Does that give Tempt Fate to the creatures in their hand?
Yes. And +3/+2.
So Probably should have done it on the armor lurker, but regardless, with
Maybe
that
they have
skill
something
buff-
better. Maybe they have a guild enforcer and they just buffed it to 6-7 with 1 armor.
Unfortunately, there's that skill button coming out. Ceres is a potential option.
Yeah.
He didn't empower it, so he didn't even give it the stats. Just give Tim Fate to something.
Oh, he didn't. Oh. Okay, so interesting.
Yeah, but outside of a Ceres, there's not a lot of healing ready for Tremolo. He could have a Helmner as well, but
Yeah.
with the Viking longship, the Helmner's not going to be enough because that gives flank.
Right. Oh, but they use it. Now, does it give flank just for the
Only-
turn?
Yeah, just for that turn.
Yeah, so not going to be able to use that mechanic for that play you just said. Mm-hmm.
He's just
No,
gotta hope
it's not for the, it's for the whole time. Yeah, it's giving it to them, not for the turn.
Oh, it's not the Master Tactician.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's now got flank forever. Out of its misery, it'll do 1 damage. It won't actually kill it because it's got armor, so he doesn't get the creature.
And Stone Skin coming out. And the GG's.
Yeah.
Clutch taking game number 2. Or Clutch.
This shiny
Squid.
clutch.
Yeah, see, that's what you do. You got. I'm
You're
so
right
used
there,
to saying
yeah.
it.
So,
Well, in a
having
way,
flank-
Clutch won. In a way.
True. The thing with the flank though as well though, even if they have it permanently, they do need a creature to attack first to actually
Right.
be able to use it.
Yeah, and the Stone Skin that
And-
stops that.
Yeah, so he wouldn't, he wouldn't have actually had a lot in the way of options to actually flank anymore since he played that.
Mm-hmm.
But with that skill button, it was already over. Without a Ceres, there was nothing, and even a Ceres, it doesn't give him that many turns.
Yeah, it doesn't. All right, well, we'll see if Squid can take it, or will Tremolo take down the mighty Squid, the icy, the shiny Clutch in this game number 3.
And going all the way, Squid's put his faith in the aggro war. Oh,
And,
wow.
the tried and true. The Diamond Deception deck. We've seen it in so many of these tournaments, and it comes out again.
It is very shiny. As
I mean,
The name.
it goes with the name. Although, an unminted Nightleaf Trapper. With a free
It is-
forge, there is no excuse. There's no excuse.
yeah, that does stand out. That does stand out quite a bit. If
Yeah,
you're gonna
look at
name
it.
yourself
Ah.
Shiny Clutch, you could at least forge forge
Oh, wait,
Trapper.
look,
I know.
I misspoke. Those aren't free. I forgot the plain aren't free. But again, you're called Shiny Clutch.
Yeah, we know Squid has played the game enough to have more than one Nightleaf Trapper in
Yes.
the collection. I'm pretty sure. Still Tremolo giving up.
Okay.
He's played control both games now, but here he's going for the aggro one himself, and this is the time he doesn't go first. It's kind of unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah, this is tough for Tremolo because that's already a lot of damage on the board, and we can see in Squid's hand there is Assassin's Aim for the Whisper Baron as well.
Yep.
What's this gonna draw? I do like the Unencumbered
Ooh.
Looter. That's a guild creature. So the Whisper Baron gets even stronger with a Dark Knight.
Ooh.
That's terrifying.
That is very terrifying. It's gonna be at 9 attack here.
Just straight to the face.
Oh, this could be over soon.
I mean, it really could, but Tremolo also has a lot of damage on that board. He's got more than 9.
Right.
He's
Oh, and now they've got even more with that another round.
right. It's
Whoa.
a race, but this is where coming in first really can come in handy because
Yeah.
as we can see, Squid got to attack first. With that, he put him down there first.
Pietro.
Pietro.
So is this 3, 5, 11, 13, 15? No. Is it done? That's it?
It's not enough damage.
Yeah, I think that's it. Or no, they'd have to ping off. It's like they can't use the Pietro. They have to, I think they ping and surprise delivery, but then they could still. Yeah, you have to trade and ping. Oh, this feels bad.
And if you do that, then you're gonna lose your Whisper Baron.
Right. Your lovely
So-
Whisper Baron.
This leaves 10. This leaves 10 on the board. So if Tremolo doesn't draw a weapon and doesn't draw a buff,
Oh, this is risky. Oh, but
Yeah,
look, the Defiant Farmer. Wait,
it's really interesting here. Yeah, so he chose to go with he didn't stealth it, which would leave it open to a
it's
Savage
over,
Strike.
and it's done.
Wow. That hurts for Squid.
Wow. Squid getting taken down. Tremolo in 3.
Wow. So Tremolo, dark horse indeed. We said, Squid has performed very well in a large number of tournaments. Tremolo, not someone we've really seen before, but he played a variety of different decks. Right? He played control twice, swapped it up to aggro. One with the aggro going second into a very strong-looking start from Squid. So really good job by Tremolo there.
Oh, the non-shiny clutch coming in to criticize the shiny clutch, saying they didn't attack on turn 2 with the armor lurker. That I didn't catch that. Did you?
Yeah, he chose to keep it stealthed, and that way it's harder for a tavern. Tavern brawler can't just trade into it.
Right.
But that damage,
I think they
it
did
was
have
very
it.
close.
I think they had the Tavern Brawler too. I think we saw that come out around that time. Could be wrong.
It's little decisions like this that can really make or break the game. And Squid wasn't necessarily, he didn't necessarily know that he was suddenly going to have a 9 damage Whisper Baron that got to attack twice. But with, the Nightleaf Trapper was a guild creature as well. There's this, might have been able to make that damage.
Maybe, but not in this tournament. Tremolo taking it over Squid, and wow, I mean, that's.
But he actually would have. That would have been perfect lethal if the armor lurker hadn't got cleared.
Oh yeah, if they hadn't, but it did, and Squid not able to make it there. Unfortunately, we're not going to see another run, but this could be the start of a rivalry, as we like to say. Tremolo taking down such a big name, it could give them the fuel to go on into these next matches and keep doing just that.
Yeah,
And,
I hope we see more of them. It's a shame they also didn't record their games.
That is a shame, but hopefully in the future, we want to get as much content as possible. Two Hands really does offer us a lot of information, but we have one more match to get through, and it is a heater. It's going to be Infinite Mana's Clutch going up against Mirage from Team TST, or Team Stream Team, TST.
Yeah, I mean, you say one match, but it feels like more than that.
Yeah. Yep. And here we have these prizes, what they're all fighting for, what you gladiators are just... The mouths are watering. You want those packs. You want those gods. And make sure you get into that wait list. I'm going to be putting out all the information in the next 2 weeks for the main event. On top of that, and I haven't announced this yet, so we got a nice little announcement. You will be getting a NFT for the main event pass. We weren't originally planning on doing it, but a lot of people were kind of assuming it and expecting it, and I was like, you know what, why not? So I'm actually going to be collabing with AQUA on the main event pass NFT, and you are all going to get airdropped it if you're one of the first 256 to get in and get that free pass. After that, there will be the 40 gods entry fee. And Wispsi, someone said, oh, you know, it's not really worth it if you don't, you know, make it to a point in the tournament where you earn rewards. There's things coming that's going to make it even more worth it. So head into that Discord, the AQUA.xyz Discord. They are the official marketplace sponsor of this entire event, all 5 tournaments. Big shouts out to them. You got any guesses? Because you don't know. Wispsi, you don't know what I have planned.
I actually, yeah, I have no idea. But if there's one thing I've learned in all the time that we've been playing this game together and doing, you know, I've seen you doing these tournaments, there is always more to come.
Always. Yeah, we never want to stop. We're going to keep this train going. And speaking of, we've got these safeguard incantations. You can see it in the chat. People are getting airdropped as we speak. I see CK in the chat. Hello, CK. You can link your profile. If you're new and you don't have a profile, you can type !link. It'll give you all the instructions to get set up. If you've got a profile, you're good to go. You can check your watch time on the website, or you can just sit, put your hands behind your head, and just relax. Enjoy these matches as we are. And we're going to head into our last set of the day. Clutch versus Mirage. You got some stats for me on these two?
These two are, well, as we know, some of the top of this game. Mirage, we've talked about him before, but especially 2 years ago, like in the beginning of the game, he got a string of firsts in some of the earliest tournaments. He performed very well throughout that, and then it seems he's come back to, you know, in the first Lysander's trials, this tournament here, he came 3rd. And I mean, he's just known to be a very strong player across a large number of games. Whereas Clutch, he's even higher in earnings than Mirage in this specific game here. He's been in so many tournaments. We've seen him get first. But he's also been in the game for a very long time, and we saw him get first a lot. I think when I first joined as well, I think came first in like 2 tournaments in a row at least. The Infinite Mana Satellite League as well, and I mean, he's just very consistent with his placements. He manages to, you know, get into these top 16s like very consistently. Player of the Year, he got 3rd. The AQUA.xyz number 3, he got 2nd as his most recent win, and yeah, that puts him at number 14. Ooh. And as far as and he's not just consistent in these tournaments either. And the weekend ranked, I believe he's ranked at number 1 right now for the power rankings.
Oh, let's go. That's great to hear. And big shouts out to Infinite Mana for those tournament statistics. Such a great site with all that information. So we've got game number 1. What gods are we gonna see?
Well, we know that Clutch does like light. We'll see if he can make it work here. I think Death is always a strong option. Mirage likes his control nature as well. I've seen played quite a lot. And War has just War's shown up a lot in all of these tournaments. It's one of these things that, once again, you feel like if you get a little bit lucky with the draw, with how things go, you can win against anything. So,
alrighty, well,
expecting to see these things.
Yeah, we'll definitely see it here. We'll shrink y'all down and head into this series. It's gonna be.
I also see Clutch playing a lot of nature in tournaments, especially. One of those comfort picks, it seems.
Yeah, we see Clutch versus Mirage, Nature versus Light. Okay, Light unexpected here.
Yeah, Control Light, it seems most likely, not just, well, And we see the god power as well. Mirage does like his control decks. Control light can be very strong, but Clutch has a very aggressive hand.
Okay.
That is a very nice hand here
Yeah.
for Clutch.
Yeah, Chiron could come out. Black Jaguar could. Although.
Yeah, with
Hmm.
this unencumbered looter coming out, the Black Jaguar is definitely the safer play. You don't want it getting a little bit of a buff and trading too freely into a Dagon. The Chiron, he probably wants to. That's nice slowing him. That's a nice way to slow him down there.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying about the Chiron?
I was saying the Chiron's the kind of thing that you kind of want to maybe try and get a surprise if they play Lysander's Spear and let their durability get too low. Mirage is not likely to make that mistake, and so Clutch, decides, yep, I want that damage, I want the favor, we want to just push as much as we can.
Oh.
And there's the Spear.
And the Chiron, when they have the Spear, Chiron's not really going to do that much. It could obviously come into play well, but because they have a lot of these smaller creatures, that Lysander Spear, the durability is going to get up there. Doesn't really, one tick of durability being taken off isn't stumping Mirage.
Exactly. He's got a lot of leeway to play with on that Lysander Spear, and Mirage is not the player to be making the mistake of letting it go down to 1, I think, most of the time. So Clutch actually getting multiple attacks with this Pyre Shell Beetle off, getting a lot of extra favor with it as well.
Yeah.
It's a good call. Now this is a target that opens. Oh.
Ooh.
I was gonna say you could try for a Dagon play here, but that doesn't make it easy. This is kind of rude.
Just a little.
Clutch could go for something like a Lightning Strike into a Rune of Fire if he wanted to try and clear them out now. But that Lightning Strike is a very valuable card, especially with the Spear.
Right.
The Spear is just so obnoxious. It just keeps buffing and buffing, and it's so hard to deal with.
Now, doesn't swing with the Badgers. Yeah, wants to keep the white board.
Yeah, they're just gonna die. They're just gonna die if he's. Well, there's a good chance they die. 50% chance that they die, and that's more than he's willing to risk. There's gonna be no weapon removal in the Sanctum to help him out because there's Valka's Discovery, which is also Answers. And the order is gonna come off this turn. Mirage leaving that thing on 1, but he's got another card to play, at least 1. Wow.
Yeah, so Meepo asking why no Lightning and Rune. I agree with what you said, Wispsi, that Lightning Strike, because you only have 1 in your hand right now, it's so precious. And you have to really pick the best target. And it could have been that. I don't know. I like holding on to it because you got to think that something bigger is coming down the line.
It's a really difficult one to do because every turn he can buff something new with that Lysander's Spear. It has so much durability in it. It buffs so much. It's so difficult to deal with if you can't remove it immediately. And now the board isn't looking a lot better either.
So
The Lightning
Clutch saying, go ahead.
The Lightning Strike is still going to go on this same one. The 6/4, the same one that he would have killed before,
right?
Just before losing the Guild Enforcer.
Yeah, and he's in the chat right now. Clutch saying that he miscalculated the armor math, so I guess misplay on their end there. This Sphinx is interesting too because it will give protected to that what's it called? The 2/2. Give me a name.
The Inquisitor Informant.
Inquisitor Informant. Thank you. Just some cards, I just lose them.
Yes, it's definitely gonna be very tricky to come back from this. The Rhino stats are just not that much compared to the stats you get from Lysander's Spear. That is, it's such a strong card.
Yeah.
It really is.
I mean, look, the Vanguard just came out and cleared the Hound, and it's still up so much. For 1 mana too, like.
Yeah. And Mirage can feel more comfortable if he does end up leaving it.
Look at this. What an insane sigil there.
Oh god, yeah. That is value. That is good value, and I really don't know what Clutch can do in this situation.
This is the value stream. Literally, so much value seen here today. A lot of combos, a lot of very nice, satisfying interactions happening, at least for one of the players that we're watching.
Oh god, I hate playing against the Spear so much. If you don't have a way to deal with it, it can just end the game right there when they play it. As we've seen, how many stats?
Wait.
Born again, that's
over. Uh-oh. If you're wondering about cards, chat, you can use the commands in the chat to pull up card information as we're talking. I just did one there for the Born Again. Gives 5/5 and ward to that Sphinx. So it's going to be a 9/10 with ward.
Yeah, it's very much over at this point. I don't think there's anything Clutch has in his deck that's gonna save him now. That's painful, but sometimes it is what it is. They draw that Lysander Spear, and I mean every single turn since they played it, or since the turn after they played it, they've been able to give 2/2 in stats to their board, and now. This Sphinx, like, what do you do? Well, Mirage also took the Valkyr's Discovery, so they can go ahead and unstealth this if they want to clear the board.
Wow.
And there's even if you have Lightning Strike, one, it wouldn't do the damage to get rid of that Sphinx, and two, it has ward now because of Born Again.
The ward is just, that's crazy. Oh, the Diamond. Theric coming in and getting rid of that Badger. And here look at this Vanguard Axelman, 6/4 stats on it. She's looking mighty.
And another sigil.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Yeah, so that is very, very unfortunate here. Born Again is a difficult card to play.
Wispsi,
because
Clutch in the chat saying that top decking Wildfire was the line. relying on a top deck for the line. Now that is pretty degen. That's pretty risky. Let's see if it pays off. I mean, I don't see how they can deal with this. It's an 11-12.
Yeah, no, they had to do it before. That was why he didn't swing with the Badgers, keeping them alive, because if he got that Wildfire, he'd maybe have a chance to take the board, and then you only have to deal with whatever he plays out plus 2/2 stats from the Spear each turn, instead of, the board already being there. Even with the Wildfire, though, I don't know if he would have quite made the stats to really get through here. It would have required some very impressive Dagon plays, and with Mirage holding recovery sigils to buff his own creatures from that too.
Wait, is this? Oh, nice,
tricky.
Nice. So they're using the wrong path, and the Vanguard doesn't go.
Yeah, then there's a heal. Yeah, I mean Dagon playing against the heal god power as well. It's tricky.
Yeah,
it's
this
tricky.
Is over though.
Dagon buffs on both sides. It buffs any creature that gets healed.
All right, well, Mirage taking game number 1 over Clutch. Very nice.
Interesting deck as well. We saw the Sphinx come out. We saw Born Again. These, interesting cards. The Born Again, as I said, like, it's very risky because that's 6 mana, do nothing.
Yeah.
But the next turn, he did something.
Yeah, and he had the board to be able to stall that one and get that Sphinx down and just solidify the win there. Mirage taking it We're going to see if they can make it 2-0 and take down Clutch, or will Clutch bring it back and push it to a game 3?
All right, well, I gotta hope that Clutch brings it back here because I want to see a game 3. If this is control magic, though, he's gonna be fighting one of these uphill battles. You can do it. You can do it. You can brush them down, get the stats. If he gets wildfire on a Marshwalker and a Pyre Shell Beetle being out there, it kind of puts them out of that range. This is like all of the low drops in his deck almost.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So,
getting it in the first hand, you know. That Jaguar, that Marshwalker, it becomes problems for Mirage here in the start. You know, they could throw a Tracking Bolt, they could throw a Star Shard, but then Clutch just throws out another one, and then these spells start dwindling for Mirage.
yeah. Clutch gets to go very aggressive here if he wants to. He can Jaguar and Marshwalker again straight. Oh, there's literally probably every 1-drop in his deck.
And it's nice too when you're playing this nature against Magic and they give you that first turn. So, you know, you didn't go first, but at least you can get the board first.
And you get the bag of tricks. And you
You get 3. Nice.
Hope now that Mirage doesn't kill one and he top decks that wildfire, and hey, that could be game.
Mm-hmm. So Clutch, I guess, again going for the wildfire top deck line, which, I mean, it feels very risky. But oh, if they throw out the other one, that wildfire, even now, doesn't come. It would have been so clean.
It would have been great to get everything, get these creatures out of range of a Shape Blast, which could come out next turn. The Marshwalker still won't die to it.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to the God Power.
Here it comes. Yep.
So would have been nice, but at least he's still got Marshwalkers. He's gonna be able to get the Rune of Strength as well. If he wants to grab it.
Oh, opts to not take it. I wonder if they looked at it or not.
Maybe. Also possibly just worried about what else is gonna show up. A Rune of Fire can be also very scary.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Mirage is going, unlocking mana with the Sip of Elixir, and they've got that in the deck. So this is a ramp card draw magic. Is that a thing, or is it just card draw?
So Palace's Wand can just be a very strong weapon. It's not like Lysander Spear, which is stats every turn, but you do get to draw an awful lot of cards with it, which can help in control as well.
Well, I'm thinking of the Sip of Elixir, the fact that they included it. Like, when you see that card, what kind of thoughts go through your mind?
I think it's control. I think he's trying to ramp up there. I think the Palace's Wand is just included, not to be card draw magic, but just as, a way of drawing more cards. You like to fill your hand up when you control magic as well. You have the Leyhold Hatchling. Who knows? He might even have a Moramag or something in there.
Right. And they're just like getting to that Moramag, getting to the Helion.
Yeah, right now he's probably hoping to get to something that helps him deal with this immediate board, because that is actually quite a lot of damage that the Clutch is threatening.
Yeah, and getting rid of that Shapeshifter, it's not super efficient. Having to throw out Spell Boost, then use a Blizzard Bolt just to clear that.
I think he's still pretty happy Clutch would have liked that to go there so they didn't have to trade their Marsh, which has regen, but you cannot leave Spell Boost on the board.
I agree.
Playing the Spell Boost, the Academy Apprentice, though, it's really not that bad because you get the Echo, which then only costs 1 mana.
Right,
so
yeah.
1 mana is a lot easier to play with your spells than 2.
Mm-hmm.
So actually having an opportunity to throw it out there and get value off it, and he got good value because he got to kill the Marshwalker with it as well, thanks to the Untamed Badger.
Ooh, and the Safeguard coming out. Mirage wanting to stop some damage here. Do they have something for these creatures to go into? Maybe not. They could take 7 here. That's a lot of damage.
It is. It is a lot of damage.
Okay. So, do you go with the overkill or the Marshwalker first?
I think you go with the Marshwalker first.
And you hit face?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then the overkill won't go.
Right, yeah. Protected is going to do take all.
Yeah.
It's going to take all of the damage, and the Green Giant's confused.
Right.
So if you hit into that 1 health one, you're 6 damage of overkill. If it goes face, it just all gets wasted.
Right.
Giant goes into the face. Well, that's also not great. So I think you hit with that march first. All right.
And hope this trades, and it does. Will it kill everything? You gotta think, and there it is. So much damage. Like, if that missed that spell boost, it would have been quite tilting.
Yeah, it would have. It would have been. Well, it depends, because going face isn't terrible. He's already.
No, I'm talking about the overkill damage. Like, imagine 1 tick of damage doesn't hit the spell boost.
Yeah, that spell boost needed to die there. You can't leave spell boost for them,
No.
especially if it's going to be like an Unbound Flames coming out, because now this doesn't die to an Unbound Flames. Like,
no, 2. Yeah, literally, they have to choose 1, and obviously you're going to choose the big 7/8, but that leaves these 2 huge creatures and lethal for Clutch.
yeah,
Is this
it really is lethal.
Yeah, unless they safeguard again, I think it's lethal.
Yeah, you can't safeguard and use the Unbound Flames either, so
Oh, I did not expect this.
that's not going to save him.
No, but I didn't expect it. All right,
Bet.
Clutch taking game number 2, giving us what we wanted, pushing it to a game 3 against TST's Mirage. Oh,
Nice. So we saw he like
the game's just not. Oh, there we go.
going for the big tall creatures there. The second Green Giant really put the pressure on. And that first one, clearing out the spell boost, limits the options for sure. Clutch playing it. It was probably getting pretty close there, because if they put down something like that Helion Elite, if he makes it to the Helion Elite,
Yeah.
Nature has like such a tough time of ever getting through that.
Yeah, and he didn't have Slinger's Mark either. That protected 10 damage, 12 health. It's most of the time too big of a wall to get through.
Yeah, it would have taken like his entire board just to kill one of them.
Hey, yo, Sam Bam, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you all had a great time on his stream. See the bombs coming in. All right, well, we've got game number 3, folks. You came at the perfect time, actually. We've got a heater. It is Clutch versus Mirage, Infinite Mana versus TST, one of the oldest, I would say. Is it a rivalry? What's another word? I feel like rivalry has a bad connotation, but it is just that. You know, they're going head-to-head in these tournaments since the start of GU, pretty much. You know, you've got people like Mirage, like Professor, like Caution, that have been in this game since, I can't even, you know, you can tell by their player IDs. They're so low. And we'll be able to see it here in game number 3 between these 2. Let's get into it.
So it's been intense. This time Clutch is going for that light.
Ooh, and he's going first.
That's what you want. That's what you want when you're playing, and it looks to be an aggro light, aging veteran in there.
Wow, wait, this is taking me back. I feel like we've time traveled back 1 year.
He's going back to what he was known for winning with.
Right. Wow.
And
gets the spear. Oh.
We just saw how devastating that spear could be. Is it going to be a taste of his own medicine?
I think so. I think that spear has left a sour taste in Clutch's mouth, and here's gonna be able to just show Mirage what he's made of.
All right. Mirage is playing deception, though. You never know when a sneaky counterfeit or something might come out.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh yeah, you're right. Counterfeit can be devastating.
it's one of those things. It can be risky to include. It's not always helpful, but sometimes you throw it in there and it will just take a very key piece. But this is a nice start for Clutch, even with the Orpheo's deception to actually get past the front line. He wouldn't be able to kill off the aging veteran because it was buffed. And hidden rush. We see the cat come down.
Ooh, and this Theus, so they're probably throwing out the spear, but the Theus gets rid of the armor lurker so cleanly. And I think that's what they might be considering here. Waiting one turn, going a little wider, and dealing with the armor lurker without having to swing.
Right, yeah. You could see, as you said, the immediate mouse over was on the spear. Of course, we spear, and then wait a second.
Yeah, like, there might be something better here. He does like to take his time on his turns, and there we see it. Opts to trade.
So this way, he's still gonna get, because he doesn't want to turn this into a race just yet, right? He's still getting the buffs. He's gonna get the value in the longer run. So he's still going to get the damage on his aging veteran, thanks to the Benefactor and also the Martyr.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see.
Ooh,
wow.
The gold Lokian. Lovely to see these core cards get shined up.
And an Orpheo to come with it. Is that a Shadow Orpheo as well, Mirage? Yeah, definitely no slouch on that.
Okay, well, now the spear's out and it can start going to work, but that Orpheo, it's a problem. You don't want to have that, take care of a huge creature.
It's so annoying for Clutch, I'm pretty sure, because imagine how big he could make this, this aging veteran, if only it wasn't about to get killed next turn.
Yeah, and I like this, buffing up the Vexing Vicar to say, okay, yeah, kill the veteran off, that's fine. I'm going to start building up this other creature and give you another thing to worry about, and I like this, just getting a clean board here.
Right, with that Orpheo, it's like, I'm going to give you all the targets then. We're not putting any eggs in any baskets, and that Vexing Vicar, quite vexing indeed.
Mm-hmm. All right, there it is. All right, Orpheo's done. You can let out that sigh of relief and keep pushing this Lokian, though. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, the problem is the Spirit is going to give so much value every turn. But Clutch, as he's running aggro, he's unlikely to be running... what's the card called again that reduces gives them Solace and reduces them by 1/1?
Yukos and Eclipse.
Yes, Yukos and Eclipse. Unlikely to be running that, so feeling safe putting the Dark Knives on the cat.
Now, this is interesting. The Lokian puts characters to sleep, but it doesn't stop the ability. It just stops you from swinging.
Which is strange.
Right. Like, should you be able to use your ability if you're asleep? Wispsi, do you use any abilities while you're sleeping? Because I don't.
Not that I know of. But who can tell? I'm asleep. I can't tell.
Yeah, maybe you're just doing backflips in your sleep,
Yeah. But the fact that you can use it seems strange to me, personally. It's
going to be maybe one of those things that it's like next year they're like, hey, we know you've been doing this whole time, but it's, like the underbrush boar, like it's not exactly working as intended, and then we get an update, maybe. Yeah, this feels weird. Like, what's the point of a god being slept then? You're just trying to sleep aggro war and their relics? Like,
Yeah, it definitely limits the value on the Lokian, because if he could have slept this spear, Mirage would have been in a much better space to actually, you know, trade and race. But 2/2 value every single turn on top of the creatures that you have out there, it's just so much. It's so difficult to deal with. Mirage needs to kill him in the next couple of turns, and Aggro Deception can do it. It's just whether he has the cards to make it happen.
Right.
Because that Lokian now is on 1 health. Oh, Lady Marcella.
Ooh. So that's some more deadly coming out.
It is, which is one of the best ways to deal with buffed units.
Okay. Oh, the CERN.
Now, who do you CERN here? This is a lot to think about for Clutch.
Right, because
He's
you don't want the deadly rogues coming out for yourself, right? Because they could just Umber Arrow.
Yeah, they can. And if you go with, say, like trading, then it will come up on his turn.
All right,
You get the
they're gonna
heal for the
trade.
value. Yep. So I mean, this way he does get the value of the heal. He removes one of these deadlies. Hopes that Mirage.
I'm just so worried about that Umber.
Yeah.
So this,
Yep.
yeah, this dies.
Clutch is playing it slow. He's playing it slow. He's trading the board where he can. He knows that he's ahead on the board. He's got a lot of value coming off that Lysander spear.
Yeah.
He's just got, you know, just needs a little bit more time. If Mirage has the Umber, they surely would have played it like immediately.
Right. Maybe
So
kill the
we-
1/1. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like, do you trade the would you trade the Vexing into the Deadly Skulker so that they have to trade with something else?
It's a tricky one because the Mirage can actually do like a lot of damage in a couple of turns. If they have the right cards in their hand, then that, you know, that 4 damage on the Lokian really could be the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, and
except
Meepo
they
in the
don't.
chat as well pointing out that they all had 1 health, so there wasn't a play for Mirage to hide something if they did do that.
Yeah. Clutch. So he can't, you know, he can.
No, he could have sacrificed the Lokian. We're saying he could have swung into the rogue that wasn't ordered, and Mirage would have had to use the Lokian to get rid of that Vexing. And he gets favor on that too. I guess he got favor on the other one as well. I don't know, it's interesting. You know, you can always go back and see the different kinds of lines that could come out. He's throwing out the sheep.
He's throwing out the sheep because he just used his weapon up for no reason.
Oh, and he got rid of it?
Yeah, he played the Theist anyway. And
Oh, no. Oh,
even placed
no.
the informant that he could have had
Oh.
he could have had the weapon there still.
Oh, if that is the reason he doesn't win this, that will be so painful. But he's looking good.
He is, yeah. It's like a really strong board. It's very difficult for Mirage to deal with. It's unlikely that he's running a Rapture Dance as he's hidden rush. And we've just seen Clutch come through with that spear. In both these games, that spear has done so much work. It's basically won the game on its own.
All right, well, here it is. Clutch taking it. Right, 2, 3, 5. Wow.
Unless there's another Umber Arrow. Nope, even then. I mean, there's so much damage.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah. So Clutch coming through. Wow, and it went all the way.
Wow. Well, even with that small little misplay, Clutch taking it in game 3, folks. Over TST Mirage. Something that I don't think most of us will ever be able to say. He's just that good.
We saw Light winning twice in this, once as control and once as aggro. So perhaps Light a little more prominent in this tournament than the last one.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. I would like to see all the gods being played and used to the best of their ability as well as our participants. Alrighty. Well, that's going to be it for the sets tonight. We saw so many good ones. James taking it 2 over Drixel. Chrissy CP over Killua. Squid losing to Tremolo, something that we really didn't expect. And now Clutch taking it 2-1 over Mirage. What's going through your mind, CK? Or Wispsi, I'm so sorry. There's at least once a stream I say it.
Alright. I mean, hats off to Squid. Even though he lost a match that he probably feels like he, should have been able to have. Still sending in that video for us to see.
Yeah.
I really love that. A lot of people will, stop once they're out of the tournament, and it just shows, he's still there for the community in showing these tournaments, which is amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Chrissy CP, I feel like a big win there versus Killua for him. Excited to see how far he can make it this time, because he's been showing a lot of improvement every time. And well, what else can we say but Clutch? That was a hell of a couple of rounds. He was, I would say, not favored in the Nature versus Magic or in the Light versus Deception, but still managed to come out with a win in both of them over, an amazing player in pretty much any card game of Mirage.
Yeah.
And James, well, look out! I'm going to be looking out for those YouTubes.
Oh yeah, definitely. You want to be, using all the resources we have available to us, especially those videos on YouTube, on Twitch, and also Lysander's Trials number 4 registration is open until Friday at midnight Eastern, so make sure you are registering for that. Wispsi, are you signed up?
I'm signed up. Yes, of course I am.
Nice.
We love these tournaments.
Nice. Let's go. All right. Well, we are going to have another stream on Saturday. Maybe EU friendly, I believe. Maybe not, actually. We might have a more like NA time stream, like 7:30 Eastern. But on Saturday, just like you did, Wispsi, Caution Fun, Mudman are going to be streaming top 8 going into the finals. So super exciting to get to that, and then another finals, and then we're gonna be going into another tournament. It's just so much happening. So much happening.
All the time as well, just happening all the time. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. These tournaments, like, I enjoy playing the game. But the tournaments for me are where the real fun happens, and you just get to see these amazing plays, these amazing decks, these amazing players, and really get to see like what they're thinking of, what they bring. You see like people pulling out some of the strangest things sometimes in tournaments, and sometimes it works. Like there's a plan behind it.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll be seeing it in these next ones. I hope you all have a great rest of the day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you again on Saturday. Don't go anywhere, anybody. Don't go anywhere. We've got it. It's coming. I know you're waiting. Just hold on. right, I'm gonna do this one. You see my screen? Alrighty, chat. It is that time. Or actually, wait. Let's try. We're not in the battle just yet. Let's get the. All right. You know what it is. Make sure you are connected to stream avatars. Do you want me to unmute you here? All right, you're unmuted.
Hello again.
Hello again. We said goodbye, but we are not gone just yet.
As I said, in over a year now, I guess, of working with you, I've come to expect. Well, I've come to realize there's always something more. It's. I'm never satisfied with what you put out there already. You're always just pushing for that little extra.
Oh no, yeah, I think it's a blessing and a curse, you know. It comes into play, but sometimes it can be a little debilitating, you know, not being happy with how things look. But I honestly can say I am so happy with how these events have been going, and yeah, I just think it's gonna get better and better. So make sure you're connected to stream avatars. It's the only way, and you have to type. You cannot be inactive. You have to type in the chat. It's the only way that the bot can tell that you're there. If you don't do it, you won't show up, and you won't be entered into the fight. So please, please, please make sure you're connected to stream avatars. You only have to do it once ever.
Right, and you get to pick some really cool looking avatars as well.
Yep, and they're gonna be fighting for a beautiful, a gorgeous gold green giant. It came into play so nicely for Clutch on that nature game. Like you said, was unfavored, but took it anyway. Let's get these names on the screen.
It does look good in gold as well, I gotta say.
Yeah, it does, it does.
Even though it's called a green giant, I mean, this gold, it's looking good there.
Yeah, the gold green giant. All right, make sure you're connected. Make sure you're connected. I'll give you 30 more seconds, folks. 30 more seconds.
So generous. No, I gotta say, I do like the Iona. I really like the Illyrian as well, and the Ludia. Oh, they just all look so good. And these little apple boys, anything but the hog, basically. And Oros is a bit, you know, sus.
Leave him alone, okay? He's doing good. He's fine. He's fine. All right, my lurkers, I hope you have typed. I hope you have typed, because it is time. It is time to decide our champion. If you have been in this before, you know what the deal is. If you haven't, these are battles we do. You can see you've got a god on the bottom of the screen. You could choose a moose, a vibrant fruit, a hog, or your favorite god. Now, there isn't Therial. Therial was axed, as we know in the lore. I wonder if he'll ever come back. Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe.
But alas, you can pick your fighter and test your skills here in this battle. Who is going to take the gold green giant? And chat, make sure you have your profile set up, because that's how I'm sending you this card if you win. Here we go.
As if there weren't.
All right, who's winning?
Already.
Who's winning? Let's see. Give me a name.
Oh god.
I got Block.
It's gonna. What's Snortuff?
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
The
so
GGG.
let's see. Who's got a lot of health? I see Blister with some health. Who just grabbed that health pack? We don't know. No idea.
It's a bloodbath.
Yeah,
It's
it
just-
honestly is just a bloodbath at the start. Like, it's gods attacking gods, moose attacking fruits, Yoris getting axed by an Oros.
God, it's so close this time.
Wait,
though. Like,
Clock
there's
is still
really-
up, and Snortuff.
Oh my god. block is actually healthy as well. Look
Yeah,
at this. Block
wait.
is real.
Oh, wait, he got the health back. He got the health back.
Oh my God,
No
Snortuff,
way.
you can do this.
No
Snortuff,
way.
my man.
I think he does it. He
Does
missed.
Snortuff do
Wait.
Is he gonna get the health? He's gonna
Oh
get the
my
health back.
gosh, Wispsi with
Called
the call
it
out.
right here.
Wait, no.
No.
No way.
No.
No way.
Oh my.
No way. He needs another heeld pack.
Come
He
on.
needs another held pack.
Snortuff, you got-
No, it's done. It's
doesn't-
done.
He doesn't.
Oh, he does. What? What?
Don't get it,
Oh.
Assassinus. Don't get it.
Oh
Yes!
my gosh. On the very last hit, Snortuff. That health pack dropped. If
Assassinus still, he didn't need it. But, you know, we knew from the
Wow.
very start. We knew from the very start. Snortuff had it all along.
Wow, wow, wow. Snortuff showing that they are the strongest Ludia. They can take whatever you're throwing at them. And we're going to be getting them a card super quick, super fast. There it is. No, Snortuff, you're not fully linked. Oh, no, my heart. Are you here, Snortuff? Okay, if Snortuff doesn't show up in the next 30 seconds, we're going to have to, and I mean have to, re-roll this.
Oh, come on, Snortuff. You've got to be. This is only the second time I've called it correctly.
See, you gotta have your profile linked, folks. There's so much to gain. There's airdrops, there's giveaways, and there's more coming.
Wait, what? Oh, he's just missing the Discord?
Yep, just missing the Discord.
Oh, my.
5,
Come on.
4, 3, 2, and that's it, folks. We're gonna have a re-roll. Sorry, Snortuff, you're not here. Snoozers are, in fact, losers on this stream.
All right, your turn to call the winner this
Yeah,
time.
I know,
Dan.
right? All right, let's see. I gotta see the drop. There's too much RNG to call it before the drop. I got Assassinos. That's my call.
All right. I got easy win.
Easy win?
Easy
Okay.
win.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you know, sad that Snortuff didn't get it, but happy to see another battle. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
easy
look,
win is down. Am I down too? Is Assassinos down? I think
I
so.
don't see him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's up. He's up. He's still there.
Oh,
Assassin's
he's up.
there.
He's up.
Yeah.
Does he take
was
out
second at the
Eduardo?
last-
He does. Oh no, he doesn't.
Oh my
Wait.
God.
He does.
Do this, Assassinos?
Oh no. Woo. Oh.
No.
All right, Tryhard versus Zizek. I think Tryhard takes this, and there it is, folks. Tryhard Fend Rich, showing them how it's done. Ain't no hog small enough. Let's go.
It's a hog. Of course it's a hog.
Yeah, right?
Nah, that's Assassino so close though, both times. Wow, that was good effort, but you gotta win to get the card.
Alrighty, and there it is. Your card has been sent, and look at that. You get the, you can even track it if you wanted to. There's the Imutascan transaction. How clean is that?
I
Oh my
think this,
gosh.
Yeah, this spot is great.
Wow, silky smooth indeed. Well, chat, now we're gonna say goodbye. We will see you on Saturday for another casting. Make sure to be in here for those airdrops, for the insane action that's gonna go down. Wispsi, any last thoughts?
Oh God, once again, thank you for having me, and thank you for putting up these tournaments, and thank you for everybody who's sending in these videos.
Yes. Alrighty, well, let's see who we're gonna raid. We always like to throw it over to someone playing GU. Maybe some EU streamers. Oh wow, we've got a lot. What? We've got
That's a lot.
12 people streaming right now. Amazing, 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 amazing. Oh, you know what? I know who we're going to. They showed up in the stream today, and we're gonna show up for them with some love. Make sure you're going into their chat and spamming emotes, letting them know what happened here. We're gonna be rating AQUA.xyz. They are one of the Gods Unchained teams, and we saw Killua here take it.
Well.
Yeah. Alrighty. And yeah. See you, everybody.